Well, good afternoon. It is Sunday, August 16th, 2020. I'm in the Beartooths, in the Beartooth Mountains in extreme northern Wyoming. I'm on my way up to Snyder Lake, which sits on a ridge just above Upper Sheepherder Lake. This is the afternoon of a four-day trip. I'm camped at Beartooth Lake, and I'm going to do some day hikes. Brought the Razor with me, so to go up the Goose Lake Jeep Trail with, and it's about 2 o'clock. So I don't have a lot of time, but I had enough time for a quick hike. So I figured I'd come up here to Snyder, which I haven't been to in, probably 8 or 9 years, and see if I can catch some golden trout. There's the scenery, looking up towards the Beartooth Pass, up towards the west summit. And this valley is basically drains the 2 Sheepherder lakes. A lot of people here, not so much on this trail, but there's a lot of people here. I'll see you at the lake. This is Lower Sheepherder. Honestly, I've walked by this lake a bunch of times, never fished it. It has brook trout in it. Can't tell you about how it fishes or what the size is, because I've never fished it. It certainly is some crazy things. But it's Sunday. It's crowded in the Beartooths, and I'm at Snyder Lake, a lake full of goldens. They stock this every 2 years with goldens, and there's not a soul here. Most of them are down at Upper Sheepherder, from what I understand, and a lot of them are just in here sightseeing. Nobody else is here. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I've been fishing for 45 minutes or so. Nothing. I do see fish cruising, lots of them, lots of little fish, and I don't know, about 8 inches. But I've been using a Black Sally and a fast sinking scud under a strike indicator, and they're not interested in that. I do see caddis on the water, and I do see some fish picking stuff off the surface. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to an intermediate line, and probably something like an AP emerger and a Denny's calabatus nymph, and see what I can do with that. So up there, there's actually, I think, 3 lakes up there. Z, Promise, and Heart are up there. Snyder's over here. I'm just leaving there. And then, as you can see, there's Upper Sheepherder. Now, Upper Sheepherder I have fished, and it's it has brookies. It's actually, it used to be a pretty good lake. I mean, the average fish is 11 to 12 inches, which is, that's nice for a mountain brookie. But there are fish in there. The surveys turn up fish to 15, 16 inches in Upper Sheepherder. A lot of times when I fish up here at Snyder and I wanted some relief from the wind, I'd drop down, and an upper sheep herder would be pretty good. I could usually catch and release, 9 or 10 in about 45 minutes. Then if you look close, you'll see the Beartooth Highway there. That's the west summit. And if you look really close, there's somebody parked up there. Well, it's about 5, 10 to 5, something like that. I'm on my way out from Snyder. I got skunked. I hooked one little guy and lost him. One little guy about, he may have been 7 inches. Lost him as he was, as I was getting him close. I started off with a strike indicator and a black Sally and a fast sinking scud underneath it, and they wouldn't touch it. I did see some caddis. Look like I'm starting to see some flying ants already. I switched over to an intermediate line, and let's see. I had the bob fly was an APM merger, the middle fly was a Denny's Calabatus nymph, and the point fly was a orange scud, orange fast sinking scud. And I had some interest. I had a lot of fish follow it. And I missed, I threw it in front of one that was about 12 inches. And I either pulled the hook as he was taking it. I struck a little too soon. I may have had him. That was about it. A lot of interest, but they're finicky. I made one quick trip in here last year down around Cook City at low elevations, but other than that, I've been away from these mountains for a long time, 7, 8 years, and after hiking in other places, for some perspective, I have forgotten how rugged and gorgeous these mountains really are up here at 9,500, 10,000 feet. So pretty beautiful day. Even though I didn't catch fish, it was all right. So I'm headed to camp. I think tomorrow I'm headed up somewhere by Goose Lake. One inconvenience is there, 7, 8 years ago, my last couple years that I lived in Billings, they were working on the Wyoming section of the road, and they're still working on the Wyoming section of the road. They basically have a one lane on the west end of Beartooth Lake for a couple of miles, and then they have night closures, so that's going to delay me going to Cook City, but oh well. We'll manage. All right. So what I did today is I started right here at Long Lake. There's a little spur road that comes off the Beartooth Highway, and went up through past Dorf, up this trail, and then went over to Snyder right here, which has Goldens. Lower sheepherder and upper sheepherder both have brook trout. Z has rainbows. And Promise, even though it says it has Eastern Brook, it's actually fishless. So that was today. So this is Star Lake on the Goose Lake Jeep Trail. So I'd planned to head up further, but I don't know. this Goose Lake Jeep Trail, it's worse than I remember it. So what I'm thinking probably I'm going to do is I'm probably going to head back to Long Lake, which is about a mile, and mile back, and then hike over to Huckleberry. This here, I don't know if you can see this, but the trail, the Goose Lake Jeep Trail, goes up that way. Pretty steep climb up there. Right now, I just don't know that I'm in the mood for it. My razor's done good. It's done good, but boy, it's worse than I remember it. And there were some harrowing things. I guess the other thing I could do is I could stop and fish here a little bit. I mean, it's early enough. This lake has cuts in it, and I think they're 4-year-olds. Looks like they're rising. I suppose I could fish a little bit. This is Long Lake. You'll find numerous brook trout here. And as you can see, there's a 4-wheeler over there. And then there's 2 more up there that you can't really see. Goose Lake sits right up there underneath those jagged peaks. It is a little after 10 on Monday, August 17th, 2020. I'm in the Beartooths. This is day 2 of a 4.5 day trip, whatever you want to call it. I'm hiking an old road that's now closed off of the Goose Lake Jeep Trail up into Huckleberry Lake. I had hoped that I would be able to get to Incisor, but well, the old Goose Lake Jeep Trail kind of bothered me. So the razor did great, but I saw that final climb up above Star up to the Goose Lake area, and I thought, you know, and it's already pushing 10 o'clock. I thought, you know, let's just come back to Long Lake and hike into Huckleberry. So kind of show you the area here. So what you'll see there right in back of me is you'll see kind of remnants of an old 2-track, and it goes over a little pass, and that right there is right over there is where Huckleberry's at, and that lake, it used to be full of stunted brookies. They rehabbed it, reclaimed it about 13 years ago. I fished it the first couple years after they reclaimed it. They were stocking it, and it was good fishing up to about 12-inch fish. They've since stopped stocking it in like 13, maybe 14, and the fish are self-sustaining, and evidently the spawning is optimum because it grows nice fish. I'm hearing you can catch fish up to 17 inches. So it's been 7 or 8 years since I fished it, so I'm kind of looking forward to it to see how it is. And then I'm panning around right here in back of me. You'll see this road, and it goes up the hill there, and there's a lake right up there called Ovis, also called Sheep Lake. Supposed to have brookies and cuts. All I've ever caught out of it are brookies with large heads. What a pretty day up here. It's supposed to be about a 20% chance of showers. We could really use some clouds and maybe some rain showers, or at least a breeze for the fishing. So anyway, I'll see you at the lake. This is Huckleberry Lake. I shouldn't be alone here. There's 3 other four-wheelers, and I've seen 3 people up around here, so I shouldn't be alone. And those mountains over there should be Yellowstone National Park. So I'm kind of standing on top of a divide here. This lake drains into the still water, and these lakes drain into the Clark's Fork of the Yellowstone. So I fished this lake, and there's a fish that just rose, I think, or somebody casting, I don't know. But I've had good luck all along this side, all the way down to those shoals down there. So this is real pretty up here. This mountain in the upper left is the backside of Sheep Mountain. Two other fishermen on the lake. I've caught and released one. I've caught and released one fish that was a nice cut of about 14 inches. I've missed a couple others. I've been using chironomids, and not a lot of interest in the chironomids, but a lot of them are bumping the strike indicator. And the fish in here are pretty nice. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of 14, 15 plus inch fish in here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go have some lunch, and I'm gonna switch up a little bit. Well, finally. So I just finished lunch and I switched over to an ant. And I had a miss out here a few minutes ago, and I caught one here, it looks like. He's not as big as the other ones that I've been seeing in here, but nevertheless, he'll do. He's in really good condition. Nice Yellowstone cut. About 11 inches. Goose Lake strain fish. Here we go. He's headed for my rock. He's just a little bit bigger than the other one, maybe about 12. Nice fish though, well built. Pretty Yellowstone cut. Fat. This guy's fat. Oh yeah, he's all right. He is all right. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's a nice fish. He is a very nice fish. It's a little hen. There you go, bud. There you go. This is another nice one. He grabbed it. That ain't good. Looks like he's got the ant. It's going to be hard to get out. Always bring your forceps with you. You don't want to come in yet. He's another nice fish. Look at him. Ooh. Wow. Look at him. Oh my goodness. Very nice fish. Very well built. Look at that guy. He's about 13 inches. Looks like another hen. Very fat, very well built. And there he goes. Another nice fish. Oh man. Wow, this is a nice fish. Oh wow. So this guy, wow. Oh. at him. Gorgeous fish. Well, I just got over here. I was kind of going to fish over here on this south side of the lake for just a few minutes before wrapping up. First cast, this one hammered it. Another pretty fish. Oh yeah, another fine fish. It's I don't know, 2:40, 2:45 in the afternoon. So I've been pretty impressed with this lake. Similar to how I remember it. Oh, he's another nice fish, but he's another nice fish, but they're a little bit bigger than what they used to be, which usually it's the other way around. All right. There he goes. Another nice fat, beautiful cut. Look at him. Boy, look at that fish. Wow. All right. Oh my goodness. Well, he just doesn't want to. But I gotta get this out. Oh. Well, there we go. All right, 3:25 in the afternoon. Departing shot, Huckleberry Lake. One of the fishermen that was here hiked out of here about 45 minutes ago. There's one other guy left, and he looks like he was on the other side of the lake, but he looks like he started out. All right, let's take one look around. I caught and released 8. 7 of those were after lunch. I switched over to an ant, and they were all over it. I had my other rod rigged up with an intermediate line and 3 flies as a backup, but I never needed it. Wish I would have tried the ant earlier, but I can't complain about the quality of the fish in this lake. What a great, I did pretty well. It fishes better than it did the last time I fished it, just simply because the fish are bigger. Well built, fat, nice fish. All right. So over there is the crest of the Beartooths in the distance. That's probably where I'll be tomorrow. I gotta snap this. Get it as far as we can. Okay, so that's the crest of the Beartooths, and I'm really jiggling. That little mountain kind of in the front with the lobes, that's Lonesome Mountain. Okay, so what I did today is I drove up this road in the Razor, up the Goose Lake Jeep Trail, on up, and I eventually made it up here to Star Lake. Okay, I wanted to get up to Goose, but I kind of lost my nerve. The idea was to hike into Incisor, which is right here, but this last stretch I just didn't feel like doing it, so I came back down to Long Lake, and I parked right there, and then I took an old road over to Huckleberry. Now on this map it's mislabeled as Having Eastern Brook. It used to, but as I said, they reclaimed it about 13 years ago, so this map hasn't been updated. So that's what I did, and had a good day fishing. And as far as the driving, you know, this was the 4th time I've driven the Goose Lake Jeep Trail today, round trip. And the Razor handled it really good. It's unbelievable the stuff that it'll climb through. With the lift kit and the spacers, it did really good. It's just scary. Here a few years ago in the tobacco roots, I tipped it when I was back in the back country. I tipped it. I was all alone, and so that kind of sticks with you from a confidence standpoint. So anyway, it was a good day all in all. Went to a different lake. I'd planned on going to Huckleberry anyway, probably tomorrow, so I just visited a day early. So. So this is the Beartooth High Lakes Trail in front of me, and the trail, what it basically does, it curves around, kind of curves around over here, and then turns up and goes up, and the majority of the climb is right there. That's not the way I'm going today. I'm going the other way. I'm going up to Beauty and beyond. So I'll be taking this trail here. So this is Beauty Lake. About 2 miles from the campground. A little bit better view. I can see some people camped in the usual spot. if you look close. Sorry about the shake. Well, good morning. It is, I don't know, is it the 18th or the 19th? It's the 18th, I think. Tuesday, August 18th. I'm in the Beartooths. I'm at Beauty Lake. This is day 3 of a series of day hike fishing trips in here. I'm at Beauty Lake, and I'm on my way to Echo Lake, a lake that I've probably fished more than any other in these mountains. Real pretty up here. Supposed to have like a 30% chance, 30 to 40% chance of thunder showers this afternoon. And I'll show you where I'm headed. So the lake sits right up there. Sits right up there, kind of up on that bench, just under 10,000 feet, and that mountain up there with the ears is Lonesome Mountain. So I've got to make my way around the lake here, start to climb up, and then there's about a third of a mile of off-trail hiking. So I'm at the junction of the Beartooth High Lakes Trail and the Beauty Lake Trail. Sign's kind of interesting, because if you look at the very top one, it says Becker Lake off to the left, and so I'm not sure what that means. If there's a new trail in here that goes up to that lake, or what. I don't remember that before. It used to be you had to make the climb up to the top, and then there was an unmaintained footpath that headed off north. So maybe there's a new trail in here, I don't know. Well, I've returned. This is Echo Lake in the Wyoming Beartooths. The lake sits at 99,990. So 9990. So this little ridge I'm on, pass, whatever you want to call it, it's 10,000. This lake has cutthroats in it. This lake was fishless until the late 80s, early 90s, and then they started stocking it. And when they first started stocking it, it was on a 4-year rotation, and you could catch fish in here that were 12 to 14 inches, really nice. Sometime in the last, I don't know, 15 years or so, they've put it on they stock it every 2 years. And when I used to fish this, and I lived in Billings, I used to fish this sometimes twice a year. I probably fished this lake more than any other lake up here, and you could catch a lot of fish. You know, there were a couple times where I hit 30 in here, but they weren't as big as they used to be, just because I think that they stock probably a few too many fish for their own good. This would be a lot better if I've always thought if it was on a 3-year rotation, or maybe even a 4-year rotation, it would be better. But anyway, I'm here. It took me a little bit longer than I expected to get in here, but oh well, I'm here. So I don't know, it's 11:20 or so. There's a lot of surface activity here right now. A lot of fish rising. I've got an Anton. There's a fish in here that's making a regular kind of a patrol circuit around here, and he's about 12 inches. And he's nice for this lake, so thought I'd wait and wait till he comes back and see if I can get him. So that one fish has not come back yet. So I kind of got my fly out on the water waiting. Looks like they're taking caddis. And it's just kind of died down here in the last couple minutes. We'll see how selective they are. Usually an ant works really well in here. Boy, there's one real close to my flies, within about 5 feet. Well, not the fish that I wanted, but he'll do. He's all right. He's maybe a little bit bigger than I thought. Oh yeah, he's all right. Well, he's pushing 12. He's all right. If I can get to him. He's all right. There's a couple right out here. So I missed my window of opportunity with those. So what we'll do is we'll recast out here to my left, or out in front of me, the way I'm facing now. Put it there. There was one right there. Let's see if I can entice him. If I didn't put the line over him, he might be interested. There's a fish right off to my right here. My fly is about 8 to 10 feet away from him. We'll see if he takes it. So what probably happened there is he probably gave it a short strike. Or I missed him. Maybe I just missed him. Fish just rose off to my left. I'm not sure which way he's going. We'll see if he picks up. Ooh. Well, I was hoping he'd pick up my ant, but he crossed underneath the line. So, I don't know, it's a little after 1. This is I guess my 4th fish. They've been kind of tough, not as easy as I thought, and most of the ones I'm catching are little guys. This guy, he's probably 10 inches or so, 10, 11 inches. I was hoping to catch some more like that first one, but it hasn't been. Looks like we got weather coming in. Now this one feels like a little bit nicer fish here. It looks like he might be 11 or 12. Yeah, the first couple times I fished this, it was, wow, really quality fish. My wife and I were here in 1998, and we basically spent the day, this is all right, we spent the day over by the outlet over there, right over there, sight cast into these fish, and they were 12 to 14 inches, really nice fish. I came back, like 2 years later, much the same thing. But now they're, like I said, they're quite a bit smaller. This guy here's a nice one. You don't get a lot of them anymore out of here like this. He's all right. He's a nice 12. Nice little Yellowstone cutthroat. Nice fish. Little hen. Back you go. So this one also looks and feels like another nice one. All right, look at him. So he's a pretty fish. He's about 12 inches. So I'm hitting the mother lode all of a sudden on the on the decent sized fish. Here's another one. So if I bring him to hand, if I get him to hand, this will be my 7th fish of the day. And I've been fishing just about 2 hours. I thought about actually taking the ant off, and so this is another, he's all right. He's all right. This might be the nicest fish of the day. He's a nice 12-inch fish and good health. show them to you real quick. Nice Yellowstone cutthroat for this lake. There he goes. That's the release. Well, we had a little thunderstorm come through. Wasn't much of one. Looked worse than it was, but it kind of put the fish down for a few minutes. So here we go. This guy's about 11 inches. It's not the biggest today, and not the smallest. There's a nice fish right down there. He's all right. I don't know if you can see that or not. And I lost him. So that fish I was trying to show you a few minutes ago, I was watching him cruise, and I decided I'd try to stalk him, and I waited for him to come around, and I thought I threw it in front of him, and I didn't throw it in front of him. And then he came back around and didn't see the fly. Crazy. But I got him. Then there's another one right here too. All right. So I'm gonna call this a day. He's a nice fish. Looks like I may have foul hooked him though. Oh well. So this would be my 10th fish of the day. Yeah. He's a nice fish too. He's a good 12. Pretty little cut. There you go. Okay, so I am leaving and departing Echo Lake. It's 3-ish, 3:15, something like that. What is it? 3:18, so 3:20. So I'll give you do the panorama. And you should be able to see there in back of me, Lonesome Mountain. Okay, see if we can get this right here. On Tuesday, what I did is I started off here. I hiked up the Beauty Lake Trail past Crane, Beauty Lakes, junctioned with the Beartooth Lakes High Trail, came up this way to about right by this Claw Lake, and then I cross country to up into Echo, and then came right back down about the same way. In the past, the other thing I've done is I've gone up this trail and came back. You can make a loop out of it coming back. You basically go up to Horseshoe, cut across, and then come down the trail back to Beartooth Lake, the Beartooth Lake Trail. So this is Beartooth fishing day, what is this, day 4, I guess. Day 4, yeah. It's Wednesday, August 19th, 10 a.m. I'm in the Wyoming Beartooths. Today is, well, it's kind of a road day. We have weather here, and it's supposed to get worse this afternoon. Thunderstorms moving through the area, and showers. Already had some showers. So what I'm doing, trying to do a little fishing, but resting after, 3 days of hiking and fishing. And so where I'm at is I'm at Rainbow Lake. I'm at Rainbow Lake in the Wyoming Beartooths. It's only, I don't know, a couple hundred yards from the road. This lake has golden trout in it. I used to fish this routinely a lot of times on the way home from day hikes. On the way back from day hikes when I lived in Billings. I've actually caught some fish here. So I'm going to give it a try, and I got my rain jacket with me, so we'll see how it is. I've done well on the far side of the lake over by that stand of trees and rocks, and then I've also done well on this side of the lake, but more off to the right, kind of on the other side of that boulder face there. So we'll give it a whirl. So it's about 12:30. I've been fishing Rainbow Lake here for about 2 hours, no success. Been using an intermediate line with 3 flies. Just have seen a little bit, just a few rises, few sporadic rises. You'll see, 2 or 3 of them, and then it'll stop for a while. And then maybe half an hour later, you'll see another 2 or 3 of them. Basically, I'm going to call it an early afternoon, and I'm going to head for Red Lodge, get some chow. I'm going to stay the night in Red Lodge, and then tomorrow, weather permitting, I'll make another trip. I'll make another day trip somewhere with a hike this time. So until then, see you then. Good morning. It's supposed to be day 5 of fishing the Beartooths, and kind of a disappointment. It's 8:40 in the morning on Thursday. I don't know, is it the 20th? August 20th. I'm near the Razor. I'm near the top of the road, and well, I'm going to turn around. And you can see why this is just not going to happen today. Basically, we've got come in over this ridge. There's been a weather system up in Canada a little bit, and today this is just not good. I don't mind a little bit of rain, but it's 8:40 in the morning, and we're already seeing this. And it's about a 3.5 mile hike to the lake I wanted to go to, across the Hell Roaring Plateau, and I can deal with a little bit of rain. I just don't want to fight it and the lightning all day. It's pretty exposed up there, so unfortunately I'm gonna turn around and call it a trip. Super disappointment. Good days up here, caught some fish, Yeah. I love it. Beartooth weather. This is one of the issues with the high country. Got to pick a nice day. My wife, she sometimes doesn't believe me about how bad the weather can get up here and then it stops trips. Well, here's the proof. 8:40 in the morning. It's one thing when this occurs at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it disappears, but not today. And there's the trip I gotta make. I gotta go all the way back down that road. Jeep is way down there. A lot of fun. Oh goody.